Now, a new injection known as the Flab Jab could finally put a stop to people worrying about weight loss.
Yeah, apparently this obesity vaccine allows you to eat fatty foods without piling on the poons. Amelia Burton is here to tell us so much more. Amelia, okay, what is a Flab Jab? And how does it work?
I love the name, the Flab Jab.
Sounds delicious, like a flapjack.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. But basically, what it is an injection that promotes the body to fight a particular hormone that encourages a slower metabolism and weight gain. So the body develops antibodies to this particular hormone. It therefore speeds up the metabolism and the weight falls off. And it was just recently been tested on mice.
So
we're a bit off here. The fat mice are still getting it.
We could test it out for them though, don't we?
Yeah, we'll do it here.
How much weight could be lost after one injection?
Okay, so on these particular mice, over 4 days, they lost 10% of their body weight. So it's quite significant. And then they did a follow-up injection 3 weeks later, and the mice actually kept the weight off.
So over what period of time was that, Amelia?
4 days.
4 days?
10% of their body weight in 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this concept? Does it really work?
Look, it concerns me a lot, something like this. Anything that sounds too good to be true often is too good to be true. It's a long way off hitting our shelves, so don't go out eating your junk food now thinking you can just get this injection. What concerns me about this particularly is that when we eat junk food and we have a very unhealthy diet, obesity is just one of the many other side effects. So there's a whole array of other health implications about having, eating a high-fat diet. So something like this might encourage people to eat a lot of junk food when it's clearly not good for us. Also, the delicate balance between our hormones. This is something that needs to be tested. There's long-term implications. So, like I say, we're a long way off having anything like this on our shelves.
It's never that easy, is it?
No,
Sorry,
it's
I keep thinking of your description of a Flab Jab and we can't even go there.
Moving on though, it's been revealed, Amelia, that working too many hours is making us fat, and apparently our bosses don't care.
Well, I know. So there's been this recent survey that's come out. They surveyed 9,000 Australian women, and what they found was there was a direct correlation between the number of hours that you worked and weight gain. And in these particular women, over a 2-year period, over 55% of them actually gained weight in that time. Some of them sort of, averaging around 8 kilos. But what's also interesting is 33% of people lost weight as well. So a lot of them were blaming their work environment. They were blaming a smoking culture, a drinking culture.
And eating culture.
Yeah, an eating culture, exactly, for the reasons why they were gaining the weight.
I guess the problem is, though, everybody's working longer hours now, so how do you avoid the weight gain?
Well, look, I think that there are some really easy things that you can do. I think a work environment is great because there's generally a bit of structure to it. So schedule your workouts just like you'd schedule a meeting with someone. Take a packed lunch, and if you don't have time, and I think everyone should do a big cook-up on the weekend so they do have time to, take a soup or something like that, then know what your local healthy options are at your cafe, such as your wrap or your soups, salads. Take your healthy snacks with you. The biggest downfall in an office is the kitchen, where they've got the big biscuit jars and that sort of thing. So avoid that. Always have healthy snacks on hand. And be
Not in our office.
No, but our boss does.
You never see chocolate or biscuits.
She says, come on in, guys, have a biscuit.
No,
that's when we're being naughty.
It's just not an option, is what you say to yourself. You've got your own healthy snacks, your low-fat yogurt, your piece of fruit, and it's just not an option for you.
Actually, I rated your healthy snacks yesterday when you weren't in the office.
Really?
Oh, there you go.
Looks like I've been rating the boss's cookie too.
Don't blame your boss either.
Yeah, well, a lot of workers are blaming their boss. Can we do that?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, no one's going to want to lose the weight for you. No, there is a lot of support out there. There's more corporate gains than ever. There's more health activities going on than ever. So I think we do have to take some responsibility onto ourselves. We do have to recognise that, it's up to us to take control and to take charge. If we feel our belts are getting a bit tight and that our clothes are fitting a bit tightly, we've got to take matters into our own hands.
We will, Amelia. Thank you so much.
There we go. That's our office, exercising.
That's us. I think we should get a gym set up in here.
That'd be rad. We'll get that done with all the crew and everybody out there.
Or just get a Flab Jab. I like the sound of a Flab Jab. Don't you?
Thanks, Amelia.
Thanks.